Oh goodness, I gotta add myself to the stage, don't I? That's like a part, like an important part of this here. Uh, I'm just saying. Hold on. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, well, anyway. All right, let's see. Can I get a whole screen? There we go. Hey everybody, thank y'all so very much for joining me for the Mad Church Disease. Somebody said not a single notification. Well, I'm so sorry, K Rich. I can't control YouTube's notifications now. Your email notifications I can control, and I'll take the beat up for that because I've been so busy I haven't been able to send them out when I'm scheduling these shows. But I promise you, I am working on it. Uh okay, Rich. I promise you I am. Let me add something in here. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm doing a little bit of work while I'm talking to y'all. Sorry, I had to do a little bit of work still. But welcome all everybody to the Mad Church Disease channel. If this is your first time joining me live here on the Mad Church Disease channel, welcome to you. This channel we focus on hot church news, all of the church drama, church gossip, whatever you want to call it. That's what we deal with over here. We're going to talk about all of the craziness that's going on in the institutional church. And then we also talk about trending topics. So anything that's trending in the social media spaces and in the world, we're free to talk about it because this is our juke joint and we can do whatever we want. So that's what we're going to do on today. So shout out to all of you. Shout out to all of the subscribers and the members of the channel. What's up, Jesse? Thank you so very much. And I appreciate you guys so very much. Shout out to Just Being Me. Thank you for being here. Patsy, thank you. Terrell, good to see you here as well. Hey, April, good to see you as well. Good to see you here. Moni No Love. Thank you so much, Moni. April, good to see you here. And thank you so much, April, for the purple hearts. I appreciate it. Toy, thank you so very much. Thank y'all so very much. Mary, thank you so very much. Did I skip over K Rich? What's up, K Rich? K Rich, one of our faithful folks and subscribers here. Thank you so much, as well as Jesse. So absolutely, thank you so much for joining me, Jesse. I appreciate you. We got oh Lord, Margaret from Monk's Corner, South Carolina. That's where Charlemagne the God is from, right? Charlemagne the God is over there in Monk's Corner, South Carolina. That's where he's from. So yeah, that's home of Charlemagne the God. If y'all didn't know that, that's where Charlemagne the God came from. All right, well, I want to welcome everybody to the program. Thank y'all so very much for joining me on today. Hey, Gerald, thank you guys. They're slowly getting in here, ladies and gentlemen. They're slowly coming in. Hey, Gerald, thank you so very much. You guys hit the like button. Please make sure you share this broadcast on your social media right now. If you're on Facebook or wherever you are, just make sure that you share with people that we are live. Thank you. I'm so glad this notification came in because it now reminds me to turn off all of my notifications. So that way I can totally be focused on you and we can be focused on each other. And I don't have to worry about anybody calling me during my live, etc., etc. So thank y'all so much. Pink Daisy, thank you so very much. Dion, what's up, Dion? What's up, Doc? Good to see you here. Thank you so very much. We got an interesting show tonight. We got a lot to talk about. If you guys missed it, I started my coverage of the P Diddy trial today. I did that earlier this afternoon, and I'm going to try to do that every single day at around 1 o'clock. Just give you guys a recap of what happened the previous day. And I'm going to try to keep you guys updated on the case with facts. I have two sources. One of those sources is a lawyer. Okay. I do have one lawyer source. Okay. So some of the information that I'm going to be giving you, I'm giving you from other individuals who are very credible. Okay. Credible. I can't say the word credible. Credible. So anyway, I'm going to be giving you guys some good information. Okay. If you didn't watch my first live from earlier today, you done missed out. You done missed out, and you better go and watch that that stuff from earlier today. What did Jesse say? I didn't hear. Oh, okay. Jesse's telling y'all how to get y'all notifications. All right. So that'll help you guys out. He says he means all. So you got to hit all, because all notifications is very important, you guys, especially when you want to get notified about the Mad Church Disease channel. All notifications is important. All right, you all. If this is your first time here, let me make the announcement. This is a show where we discuss all of church related topics. We talk about everything that's trending. Just understand something, you all. This is not a church show. This is a show about church where we discuss things. We're unafraid to discuss things, and that's what we do. We are definitely dedicating all of our shows to all our brothers and sisters, our dedicated brothers and sisters throughout the ages who stepped away from the safe bounds of institutional Christianity to tell the truth. And we are most certainly trying to undergird you to understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. And that is who we are. That's what we're about. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are supporting the Mad Church Disease channel, this is the new information and Cash App information that is available to you. That information is on the screen for you. We've already had 3 individuals to support the program before we got started. They did that in our earlier live today. So if all of you can support the program tonight, that would be great. I just need 7 of you guys to support the program with at least $10, and we will meet our budget. Okay. And so that's all I'm going to say. Now, some of you asked me for some pictures. If you want me to show these pictures, I need for y'all to help me meet the budget. That's all I'm saying. All right. And if you don't know what pictures I'm talking about, you wasn't on the earlier live, so it is what it is, and I'll deal with that later. So yeah. So that's that. Now, so as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, we deal with all. Look at me. That's what happens when you got to work everything yourself. We deal with everything as it relates to the institutional church. We will be dealing with P Diddy. We will be dealing with. Hold on, let me get this together, y'all. Let me see. We will be dealing with P Diddy, Lil Boosie, and I know some of you are questioning who in the world is that lady in the middle. I'm definitely going to be explaining to you who she is in just a moment when we take really good care of her. So first of all, let me just say, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? How your mom and them doing? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys had an awesome Mother's Day. I was able to get some information over to my mother, and we're just going to talk about Boosie because I just want to bring out something. Moni, the society is an interesting situation with that, and we're gonna start with Boosie here in a second, but I'm just I'm slowing down because I need to relax. That's number one, and I need to slow down, because I always get so excited when you and I get together to have our conversations that sometimes I'll look up and we done went too quick. So I have to pretty much slow everything down. Well, Jesse, I would most certainly tell you want to go somewhere and enjoy this broadcast, get yourself situated, because it's definitely going to be an interesting program for us on today. So yeah, that's what's going on. And for those of you that do not know, if you were planning on going to the Tamala Mann Live, Breathe, Fight tour, probably, I think that had what's Erica Campbell and some of them other folks on there, Ty Tribbett and all of them. Well, right now the tour has been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. According to my friend Ann Brock, people are tired of seeing the same people over and over in the gospel community, because all they do is the same people go on tour together, be the same people year after year, tour after tour. And to be quite frank with you, they need to really open up the gospel music industry to new artists. If they really want gospel music to survive, they're going to have to stop this. They're really gonna have to stop it, because it'd be the same people over and over and over again. So I'm just saying the tour has been canceled. So you won't be able to, if you want to, go see the King, it's going to be without Tamala Mann, because she won't be able to take you to the King, because this tour has been canceled. Amen. So they gone. So that's all I'm saying there. Tour canceled. So I just wanted to keep you guys up to date on that. Um, I know, Jesse. That's the other thing. Don't none of those people go to. First of all, Erica Campbell is good when she is with her sister Tina. I'm sorry. Now she's got a couple of songs, maybe 2 songs that I like. Little Mo Jesus, and that other song that she did called Well Done. I like that other song that she did, Well Done. Those are the 2 songs that Erica Campbell sings that I like. Nothing else that she sings by herself I enjoy. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm being totally honest. I just don't enjoy her singing like that. I'm sorry. I just don't enjoy her singing. And yeah, and listen at you, CC tomorrow. I want to hear. I love God. You don't love God. What's wrong with you? I know how y'all are. And yes, being me, I only like 2 songs. Only 2 songs. Those are I did not call them off. I just rambled them off for you. But Mary, oh, I love almost everything that Mary does. It's produced very well. It's done very well. But her sister Tina is a very good singer to me, and I enjoy Tina. Absolutely, Jesse. We're all on the same boat. We're on the same page because we know what's up. I enjoy Tina. I think Tina is a great artist, and it is what it is. But that's where I'm at with it, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's how I view the whole situation. I love Mary, and so forth. And I got a ton of Mary stories and stuff like that too. But it is what it is. But I just want to share with you guys some information. Let's go ahead and get you guys some information. So for those of you that are new, I want to explain to you a little bit more about Mad Church Disease channel.
Mad Church Disease, a channel that's all about current events, news, and Christian drama. A channel that's dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Our brothers and sisters who courageously stepped outside the safe bounds of institutional Christianity to tell the truth. A channel whose goal is to help the average person understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. So like, comment, subscribe, and smash the notifications button to be a part of this channel.
Welcome to the Mad Church Disease channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Mad Church Disease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so very much. And we are definitely going to start our program on today. And remember, if you are a budding YouTuber, you can definitely hit the link in the description below. I have 2 barriers of entry. You can start off with a free consultation. I will tell you how I can help you grow your YouTube channel. I am on my 3rd YouTube channel. I have 3 YouTube channels. One of my YouTube channels, which is a smaller channel, is in a specific niche outside of this niche, and I can teach you how to do that outside of certain niches and how to use YouTube channel and other things. I can also help you with web design, all sorts of stuff, and point you in the right direction where you need to go. And so you can definitely get a free 15-minute consultation. The link is in the description below, and Moni No Love has most certainly put it on the screen for you. That is your link that you can use to get all of those details. All right, guys, so let's start our conversation tonight with Lil Boosie. Now, somebody say, what's Lil Boosie done now, right? And the mere fact that you have to ask that question says and solidifies to me One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, because I just think too often in our society, we highlight the wrong people and we promote the wrong people. Whether you guys know it or not, Little Boosie has been awarded 2 honorary doctorates. Little Boosie. Little Boosie is now Dr. Boosie. Dr. Boosie. Dr. Lil Boosie. Dr. Lil Boosie. Well, we just getting started, Rita. You ain't missed nothing. Shout out to Rita for being a member. Thank you so very much. The man has 2 honorary doctorates now. Apparently, I guess he was at a festival here over the weekend, and he was really excited, even though he had a prior courtroom loss. He lost in the courtroom the day before. Now, I don't know what he was going to court for, because the only thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that we keep promoting the wrong people in our society. Why does Little Boosie have 2 honorary doctorates? Why? Somebody explain this to me. And I know some of you are like, Marcellus, why are you talking about this? Here's the thing. Well, no, because Dr. Scrotum Sniffer says he earned his doctorate, Daryl. So that's not true. That ain't true. Remember, he said he earned his. Dr. Scrotum Sniffer lied. He lied all the way around. His ain't even honorary, and he didn't even earn it. That's a whole lie. That's a whole lie. I'm just saying. But I just wanted to relate this. On Saturday, this past Saturday, the Baton Rouge native was living his best life. He was performing at the Funk Fest in Jacksonville, Florida. The event leveled up when Kingdom Heritage University officials hit the stage to honor him with not only but 2 honorary doctorate degrees in music composition and music management. The crowd was clearly hyped for Boosie, making the moment that much more special. Boosie was wearing a graduation gown. Take a breath. He's performing, but he was wearing a graduation gown. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me, Lord. Lord, help me. Help me, Lord. Okay, here we go. I don't know who the hell they are, Patsy. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to curse. Listen here, Patsy. I don't even know who they are. It's probably one of these off-name brand schools. You know how that goes. Patsy. Yeah. He trying to defund everything because some of this stuff is just ridiculous. But let's move on. The crowd was purely hype. He said, "You have carried your story raw and honest." This is what some of the university officials said. "Your pain has not been wasted. Your platform has purpose. Your legacy is just beginning. We know your name is Lil Boosie. Heaven will now know you as Dr. Hatch." Now, I want y'all to hear me very carefully. This is the honorary doctorate, ladies and gentlemen, was in music composition and music management. That's Terrell, what his honorary doctorate degrees, composition and music management. Now, I want y'all to hear me. This is the same man that when his children were teenagers was buying them strippers. Same man. This is the same man that was going up on social media. I don't even know how to describe with his own freak offs. His freak offs was displayed on Instagram. I'm just saying. Talk about freak offs. We're going to get there in a little while. But Boosie's freak offs was on Instagram. So we need to keep that in mind. And he made sure that stuff was out there on Instagram. The 42-year-old took to Instagram to spill his heart about the special onstage moment. With a big smile on his face, he said, "I'm a doctor. Dr. Hatch. I'm a doctor, dog. I'm a doctor." That's what he said. Bigger, larger issue, and why I wanted to talk about this. This is one of the reasons why our children are so confused in society. And some of you are going to get mad at me for what I'm about to say, but I really feel this way, and I'm sorry. I just got to get it out. This is my juke joint. I'm going to say what I feel. This is one of the reasons why Black youth in America are so confused, because we keep promoting the wrong people. We keep putting the wrong people in the face of our young people and in the face of children. This man is, listen, he loves to talk about criminal activity and his criminal activity. He loves to talk about all of his sexual exploits and put all of this stuff out on Instagram and be a fool. So much so that his Instagram had to be shut down. He had to go to court to try and get an Instagram back, forcing these people to give him an Instagram. I believe like a lot of his social media accounts have just been terminated because he doesn't know how to act. He's like a petulant child. He don't know how to act, and this is one of the reasons why he keeps getting in all of this kind of trouble. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, don't get mad at me. I don't make the news. Boosie makes the news. He makes the news by having twerking women on his Instagram. You know, so it's just a mess. And K Rich, he and a ha ha, you hilarious. I'm just saying. he and a ha ha. And look, and you brought Dion all into your mess. Look. And April. You got April and Dion in your mess. See, that darn K Rich is a whole mess. Anyway, moving right along. I want to also mention something. I'm going to put this full screen. Do you look at his lips? I want y'all to look at his lips for a second. I want y'all to pay attention to his lips. Can you see his lips? I want y'all to see something, because this is a point I want to make, because this has been going around social media as well. And I want to make sure that I give some commentary to this as well. If you are a marijuana smoker and you smoke a lot of blunts, the reason why you have no more pink in your lips is because you are smoking Black and Mild, and you keep smoking all of these marijuana, or you're smoking all that marijuana, and it turns your lips black. If nobody told you that, let me go ahead and give you this announcement. Public service announcement, PSA. If you have black lips, it is because you are smoking too much of them blunts and too much of that stuff, and that's why your lips is black. The rest of us have pink lips. Our lips are pink. You know why? Because we're not smoking all that mess. And I just want to put that out there for the young people. If you don't want to have black lips, you might want to stop smoking so much. And guess what? When you show up for a job interview, a lot of people know that you are a smoker based on your lips. They know you're smoking drugs and marijuana. Half of you show up to the interview smelling like weed anyway. And I know that from personal experience. Y'all stink, smell like weed. But I'm just trying to let y'all know, young people, if you don't go to the cosmetic surgery to get your lips pink again. No, and putting on all that mess on your lips, because that's the new thing, ladies and gentlemen. Now these ninjas woke up and realize. Now they realize that their lips is all black, and so now everybody's going to get cosmetic surgery to get their lips pink again. No, Boosie and the people like Boosie, y'all need to understand the reason why your lips are black because you all smoke too much darn marijuana. And Miss Lex say he's cutting all the bad habits. Okay, well, that's good for him. That's good for him, because his eyes always used to be bloodshot and all of that stuff, and he always looked a hot mess. So hey, good for him. Good for him. Good for him. Now, for those of you that do not know, I'm just going to bring this up and I'm just going to talk about it. If you guys remember Megan Thee Stallion's dude, Tory Lanez. Anybody remember Tory Lanez? I'm going to show you a quick little picture of Tory Lanez here, so that way y'all can see what Tory looks like. This is Tory Lanez, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is the person is in jail right now for shooting up Megan Thee Stallion's foot. So that's who Tory Lanez is, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, and just to give you an update on the Tory Lanez situation. Tory Lanez, if you guys have not heard, he was stabbed 14 times in prison. In the last couple of days, he was stabbed 14 times, okay? On Monday, actually, is when this happened in the yard. He is actually in a prison here in Tehachapi, California, and it remains unclear what the motivation was as it relates to the attack, but they stabbed him 14 times, and he has lived, ladies and gentlemen. He had a collapsed lung. All sorts of things was wrong with Tory Lanez. Just to give you an update, they stabbed him 14 times, and so that's how that's going. I'm gonna leave that yet there. Now I'm sure Megan Thee Stallion is feeling some type of way. She's either happy or sad that she done put this. You know why I said it like that, K Rich? Because I think there was more to that whole story. I really do. I really do. I think there was a more to that story. And I think they was doing some freaky stuff in that car, which took Megan forever to admit, because you have to watch her primetime thing that she said she did on Amazon. Um, you understand what I'm saying? But anyway, moving right along. I'm not focused on him. He got stabbed up. He got stabbed up. I'm just saying. He got stabbed up. Moving right along. Tory Lanez, bye. So that's that situation. We covered our Bootsy story. So yeah, let me just read a couple of these comments here so I can see what y'all are saying here before I go on. K Rich says Boosie looks old. Yes, he looks old because he's lived a rough life. Young people, that's another message I want to give y'all. If you guys want to live a good life and you want to look decent by the time you get to be 50, slow down. Slow down. You don't need to be drinking and partying every day because you're going to look old. You're going to look horrible when you get older. I'm not going to speak about anybody per se. I'm just going to tell y'all I got some relatives. I wish some people would just slow down. Slow down, but they're not going to slow down because they think they're having fun and some of them think they look good. No, you look ugly. You look like a drunk. That's what you look like. You look like a whole drunk. I'm just saying. That's just me. That's how I feel about it. You look like a whole drunk. I'm just saying it is the truth. Wait, what are you talking about, Lloyd Marcellus? It's just the truth. And Truth Seeker say, who is Tory Lanez? Well, you don't miss it. He's the guy who shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. He got stabbed 14 times in prison over the last couple of days. It is what it is. Shout out to all of you subscribers, all of you in the channel. Thank y'all so much for coming here and participating with the live tonight. I really do appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all support the Mad Church Disease channel. If you have not yet supported the channel, we definitely want you to do so. I'm looking for at least 7 of you guys tonight to help us meet our budget and to meet our goal. So if you guys can do that, I would really appreciate it. The Cash App information is on your screen. Let me give a couple of shout outs to those of you that are supporting the channel. Let me pull this information up. And we do, of course, have a new Cash App. Dorel, thank you so very much for your support. Let me get over to the other, the main one. Hold on, let's get over here. I got some people to thank here. Shout out to you. Thank you, Dorel. Thank you for your support. Who are we doing here? Let me see. I don't want to. Mary, thank you so very much. And Miss T, thank you so very much as well. So those are the first 3 people to shout out and support the Mad Church Disease channel. I just need 7 more of you guys to support the channel. Hey, Daryl, what's going on? I haven't discussed them, but you can come up at the end and we could talk about it, Daryl. No problem. Because to be honest with you, Daryl, I don't even talk about, oh God, I done forgot the man. Why every time I go live, I forget these people's, John Gray. I don't even talk about John Gray because John Gray is full of crap. But anyway, yeah, I don't even deal with John Gray like that because John Gray is full of crap. And I don't know why people are still listening to John Gray. That's just my humble opinion. But yeah, Lil Boosie is most certainly got some issues going on. And he look a whole mess. Lil Boosie looks a whole mess. Look at him. Just look at him. Look, his hair is lined up perfectly, but look at his face. Look at his face. God, help us, Jesus. Just face, hair lined up, but his face and personality ain't lined up at all. The man sucks on every kind of level, and everybody want Jesus when they get in trouble and they have some craziness going on. That's what happened to P Diddy right now. He's been in court reading the Bible, rocking and forth, back and forth like Miss Seeley. But we're gonna get there in just a minute, and that's where I'm gonna spend the majority of my time tonight anyway. So we're gonna be talking about we're going to be talking about P. Diddy in just a second. But I also wanted to talk to you guys again about this case. Now, if you are unfamiliar, ladies and gentlemen, this is the young lady who brought up charges against Mr. Patel in Georgia. She was a white Georgia mom. She has been branded a villain as with a kidnapping claim. Her stuff continues to unravel because she has had a history of alleged false reports. There's so many false reports on this lady. So that's the situation. Well, you know what, Daryl, if somebody had cancer, you would think that they would make better choices and better decisions and try to live a more, straightforward life. Certain things they would not be doing. Y'all keep bringing up this cancer. Maybe God had to, or the universe had to steer him in the direction of cancer so that he could slow his life down and he could make some better choices and decisions. I'm just saying, the universe has a way of correcting certain things. This man's behavior has been disgusting on the internet. And I don't know why everybody keep bringing up talking about some cancer, 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 whatever, whatever. He is not the person that should be upheld in our society as being one of the most important intellectuals and people that young people should be listening to. But we keep promoting him and giving him honorary doctorates, which makes no sense to me. Daryl, you earned your degree. What the world they giving Lil Boosie some? Moving right along. Back to this story. When Mr. Patel out of jail on bond, and public sentiment seemingly on his side, scrutiny has turned to the mother who said that she saved her 2-year-old son from a kidnapping. That's who this is here. Patel's story. Ashley Merchant said Caroline Miller has a long history of interactions with law enforcement. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. There are over 20 police reports over the last 7 years involving Miss Miller. This woman has had over 20 police reports involving her. Let me slow down for just a moment. Now, to all of my white viewers and all of the individuals that watch me across the spectrum, because you guys know a lot of people watch me, and I appreciate all of you for watching and supporting the Mad Church Disease. But to all my white followers, listen to me very carefully. Why can't we just call some crazy white women some crazy white women? This is a crazy white woman. This is a crazy white woman. I think that you all will even give her back or give her up and send her on to another community. This white lady crazy. This white lady is crazy. She's crazy. And now she done drugged Mr. Patel. Mr. Patel was in jail for over 44 days because of the claim that this crazy lady made. Do you all know that when Mr. Patel went to court, I believe it was over 100 or 200 people who showed up on his behalf in the courtroom to support him in that endeavor. Okay. This woman had over 20 reports. Okay, I'm just saying, Miss Miller did. Moving right along, let me just say, the Walmart surveillance video shows Mr. Patel's interaction with her, as you can see that on the screen here, a little snippet of that. One of those alleged false reports now has become part of the Walmart case. This lady's making all kinds of stuff because she said he was trying to kidnap her baby. Now he coming for some Tylenol. She talking about he trying to kidnap the baby. Makes no sense. Merchant introduced into evidence to show Miller has a history of making unsubstantiated allegations. In 2019, she accused a Lyft driver of rape. Y'all didn't hear me? You didn't hear me? You did not hear what I just said. Daryl, she accused a Lyft driver of rape. Any of you out there who are doing gig work, could you imagine putting this woman in your car and she calling Lyft and saying that she's been raped? That case was closed without any criminal conviction, although she later joined 18 other women in a class action lawsuit against the rideshare company. Do y'all think she's filing these lawsuits for money? Just a question. Just a question. Just a question I have. Do y'all think she's filing these lawsuits for money? Sounds like she's on a money grab or she's looking for a payday like Tyrone Blackburn and his Lovey braids. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. Let's move on because it's a mess. She actually discussed this rape in a 2020 interview with CBS News. This lady lied in quotations, and I quote, they didn't even really say sorry at all. They just said, okay, well, we're going to send you your money back, says Miller. She was 21 years old at the time. She claimed that she was sexually assaulted after a night out after celebrating her birthday. I didn't even get an email. It was crazy, Miller told CBS. They kind of just pushed it under the rug, and we're like, whatever. Listen to me carefully. If you're raped, ladies, immediately go to the hospital and have a rape kit done. If you're raped after the rape kit is done, call the police. You might want to call the police first. I might not have done that in the proper order. You might want to call the police first and then head on to the hospital for a rape kit. You don't just get to say you was raped and you was accosted, and then all of a sudden, you join another lawsuit saying, oh, they just pushed it under the rug. This lady is crazy. Y'all hear me? She's crazy. And let me just say this. There are a lot of batshit crazy people, white and black, Asian, there's a lot of crazy people in the world. Just understand what I'm saying. Understand something. Okay, let me move on because I could talk about this for 25 minutes. It's her karma that she will have to keep up with whatever she said, Patel said, referring to Miller. He spent 45 days in a Cobb County jail cell based on what Miller told the police. Now, this is the other thing. You all, black and brown people, y'all need to pay attention. The climate, the way that it is right now, they're going to lock us up no matter what. These people are feeling mighty emboldened with their bull, right? Mr. Patel is a brown man. They locked Mr. Patel up. They locked him up. And while they were locking Mr. Patel up, your president was over there trying to get immigrants over from South Africa. I'm just saying. He was arrested on March 21st, 3 days after the alleged kidnapping. He was indicted on charges including attempted kidnapping, simple battery. If you watch the video, if y'all go watch the video, he didn't beat up nobody. He didn't batter nobody. And simple assault. Who did he assault? Because he never assaulted anyone. But because this woman went out there and told, let me tell y'all something. And I keep saying this. I'm going to say this over and over again. This is very reminiscent of Emmett Till. Very reminiscent of Emmett Till. These people are allowed to say whatever they want to say, and they get away with it, and they have us locked up, and they have us in jail over all of this foolishness, and it don't make no sense. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is disgusting. And every time I think about this case, I just get pissed off. And I'm sorry to say, but that's why some brothers, when these people lose their mind and do some of this crazy stuff, that's why some black men just punch you in the face. They don't even wait for the police to come. I've seen more video in the last couple of weeks of black men knocking white women on the ground than I care to see. One man hit this white lady so hard, you all, I swear, she went out cold. She fell like a rock. You hear me? And I mean, it made me gasp. And now I have to kind of scroll real quick because I can't take these videos. I just cannot do it. Moving right along. Miller's account had not been put into the test by the Ackworth Police Department or Cobb County prosecutors, who quickly put the case against the 56-year-old Patel. He's a 56-year-old man. Why the hell a 56-year-old man trying to kidnap a newborn? You think he want to go shopping for diapers, or he want to change diapers at 56 years old? I don't think so. I don't know. No 56-year-old that's looking forward to changing diapers unless it's their grandbaby. And then after they change so many of them diapers, they ready to send that baby right on back where they came from. I'm just saying. Just me. But yeah, that's the situation as it relates to that. What's up, St. James? Oh my goodness. Yeah, what's up, Rita? What Rita say here? Lord have mercy. Apartment in 1984 by a serial rapist called the police and took me to the emergency room. Did a rape kit with the DNA found out after they reviewed past rape kits. Well, yeah, I'm sure. And they're gonna learn who the person are, but that's another reason why they need to do that. I believe that the surveillance video indicates otherwise. I'm not stressing out after all of that particular stuff. I'm just saying that's what the situation is. Don't judge me because I'm giving you the information. I just wanted you to know that's what the case is, and that's the story as far as that's concerned. Emmett Till. Every time I hear stories like this, the only thing that I can think of is Emmett Till. Emmett Till lost his life because of stupid stuff like this. And the police should do a way better job of looking into these people's claims besides taking this man to jail. They had a video of him inside of the Walmart talking to her twice And then he was talking to people adjacent to her, near her, around her. He went and talked to some other people. So he wasn't even rushing out the store. So in order for him to be trying to kidnap your kid, that whole logic to me just doesn't make any sense. And then after he kind of walked away and went to the cash register to pay for his stuff, then she went to a Walmart employee and tried to tell the Walmart employee he tried to kidnap her baby. Yeah, I can't stand these types of cases. And this is another reason why a lot of people just get their tail beat. I'm just saying. This is why you get beat. This is why you get your tail whooped, because of stuff like this. I'm just saying. This is why you get your tail whooped. And shout out to all of you that are supporting the Mad Church Disease channel. That QR code is our brand new QR code for the Mad Church Disease channel. You scan that, it should take you right to the proper Cash App at this particular point. Shout out to all of you that are supporting the channel. I still think we need about 7 of you guys to support the channel. Today is Tuesday. So y'all make sure. I've done 2 shows on today. So y'all make sure y'all support the channel. Actually, I'm about to shut this down real quick here. So I'm almost done. So y'all hang on. We almost at the end of our rope here. Because I'm gonna do some other work, I think. So y'all make sure y'all support the channel. And those of you that watch the replay, I know y'all do as well. So I just wanted to put that out there so y'all would know. All right. Thank y'all so very much. If you have not yet joined the Mad Church Disease newsletter, please sign up for my newsletter. There'll be a link in the description below. This is where you can get all the updates on courses, classes, all the new lives and all the stuff that we're doing, all the private lives. And I'm going to be inviting you guys to a private live very, very soon. But the only way you're going to get that information on the private live is you're going to have to be subscribed to this email list. And so you want to get that, and that's going to be totally a private live for those individuals with the link. Okay, you're going to have the link in order to participate. Okay, just so that you guys know that. All right, you can find me on TikTok as well as Instagram. If you go to Instagram, I am over there as Marcellus, my name on Instagram. If you go on TikTok, well, I'm sorry, let me correct myself. I think I'm on Instagram as Mad Church Disease. I'm on Instagram as Mad Church Disease, as well as TikTok as Mad Church Disease. So you guys can get that information from there as well. So that information is on there for you also. All right. Now we're going to be talking about P Diddy. That's where I'm going to spend the majority of my moments here. So if you have not yet supported the Mad Church Disease channel, this is your opportunity to do so. This will be your opportunity to get all of that information. And so when we come back, we're going to definitely deal with the P Diddy stuff. So hang tight, and we're going to spend the rest of our time with P Diddy. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Mad Church Disease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're entering into our evening phase where we're going to deal with the trial that everybody is talking about. If you missed my previous coverage of the P Diddy trial, I'm coming live in the afternoon, somewhere around, I believe it's about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's about 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I am giving you my rundown of the P Diddy trial. What's up, Sean Talks? Good to see you here. Enjoyed your commentary that you sent over. I really enjoyed that. That was very good. And you were very fair. You were very fair. So I can give you that. You were very fair. So, you know, it is what it is. You were very fair. Now, what I want to tell everybody, if you are, of course, a budding YouTuber and you want some help, I mean, you really want help and you really want to turn this into a revenue generating stream for you, I can definitely help you do that. All you need to do is hit the link in the description below. I also want to encourage you guys, if you have not yet become a part of my private community, please make sure that you do so. We are definitely going to be talking about a couple of things coming up this month, and I've been going live a little bit more this month than I did last month, so we're definitely going to do that, as well as our private book club. Our book club stuff, we're pretty much going to be going over the book club stuff with our private members, so you're going to need to be doing inside of our private group for the book club information. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this trial. You guys can go back and watch all of my other coverage of that from earlier today. I brought you back. I took you backwards and brought you all the way up until today. And that's what we're going to talk about. And shout out, did I shout out the person that I meant to shout out? Tracy, did I shout you out, Tracy? Shout out to Tracy for thank you for supporting the Mad Church Disease channel. Now we just need 5 more of you to support the channel with at least $10, and we will have met our budget. God bless y'all. Thank you. Now moving on, let's discuss this trial here. Today was all about Cassie. Cassie. Now I want y'all to understand something with our continuation of this court trial. I am a court trial person. My favorite channel on freaking YouTube is Law and Crime. I watch more court cases than the average person. I'm normally driving in my car, and there is typically a court case that is in my car on my Bluetooth that is playing. My friends and I, we exchange court cases. I'll send them a case. They'll send me a case. They'll be like, Marcellus, you got to watch this case. You got to watch this case. I am a court TV person, ladies and gentlemen. All of the shows that I watch, 9 times out of 10, has something to do with court and crime and killing. Okay, that's where I'm at with this. So Cassie Ventura testified today. If you're unsure who Cassie Ventura is, she is the beautiful young lady that P Diddy was dating. He met her apparently when she was 19 years old. Well, they met, and they've been together since they were 17. I wanted to let me get it straight. They've known each other for 17 years. Let me be great, because I went over that information earlier, but I got some more stuff to share with y'all. So she is a key victim in this case. Oh, I got something else to tell y'all before I get too deep into this. There's supposed to be 3 victims. The 3rd victim is missing. They can't find them to even come and testify. The person is gone. So yes, she was 17, Moni. They've either been paid off or they done laid down and they with Jesus. We don't know where they at. They can't find this 3rd victim. 3rd victim is missing in action. So we're only going to have 2 victims in this particular case. Now I'm going to tell y'all how I love how these prosecutors are shaping the narrative in their case. It is quite interesting to me how they're already shaping it. They're using Cassie's trial to her testimony to sort of lead into the other things that they're going to be discussing. So they're shaping their narrative quite well, but they're going to run into a hiccup here in a little while, and I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. She is the key victim in this federal trial. Of course, for those of you that are following, there are no cameras, there's no audio allowed in the courtroom, so updates have to be provided in real time. So people that are in the courtroom are giving out information, and we're able to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about this information. Now, this lawsuit was filed she filed a lawsuit in 2023 after a video surfaced alleging showing her being beaten by Combs in 2016, which changed the trajectory of this trial and of this case. Now, I want y'all to hear me very carefully. They didn't even play all of the video in the courtroom. They only played a portion of the video. And the only reason why they played a portion of the video is because they wanted to play the portion that would suit their narrative per se, right? Because that's the whole idea when you are in court, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the narrative. And I told you guys that earlier, today when we talked about that. I told you guys that. So let me share with you some key points in this testimony. Okay. Now she is pregnant right now. She's about 8.5 months, almost 9 months pregnant. So they got to hurry up with her because she could give birth at any moment. Okay. She can give birth at any moment. Now I'm going to be honest with you. This girl is very beautiful with this makeup on. She's a very beautiful young lady. I've never seen her without makeup, so I don't know if she's beautiful without, but I'm sure she probably is quite lovely. But this picture of her, gorgeous girl. I mean, absolutely stunning. So that's one of the reasons why Diddy was running after her. I'm just saying. Now, on the stand today, ladies and gentlemen, she described a violent relationship with frequent physical abuse. She said she talked about being drugged. She talked about being stomped on. She talked about all those things, and those things fit the narrative of the hotel video. So trust me, her lawyers are going to make sure that she fits the narrative of the video, right? Okay, so that's how court works. I'm trying to tell y'all better pay attention to me. She described the freak-offs events she said that freak-offs where escorts are paid and controlled by Combs for sexual performance. And she said that turned into a job. Now that's also fitting the narrative, ladies and gentlemen. But she defined freak-offs as paid escorts. Now, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure some of you all have done some freaky things in your bedrooms and done some freaky things that did not require you to use escorts or to pay people. So the definition of a freak off, according to the prosecution, they're trying to define a freak off as a person who is hired for sex. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that assessment. You all can tell me your thoughts later in a minute. But I'm just telling you where I'm at with that. I don't know if I agree with that assessment. She expressed fear and said that, he was always doing blackmail. He held blackmail material on her, which he had videos of her that could ruin her career. So she always have been living in a state of fear as it relates to him. So, and I believe that. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I believe that because he is jealous, and we covered that later, because even his defense team talked about the fact that he is a jealous person, jealous individual. So I believe, Cassie, when it comes to that, I believe that Diddy was blackmailing her, just like I believe that Diddy was blackmailing some of his other artists. Some of his other artists died broke and poor and with diseases. Y'all don't remember Craig Mack? Craig Mack was on Bad Boy. I'm just saying, Craig Mack. I'm dating myself. But the way he did Craig Mack was disgusting. And I'm just telling you, if honestly, I think P Diddy should have went to jail and go to jail for a whole lot of other things. But God, listen, God had to be trying to get some messages to P Diddy, but P Diddy just didn't care, because what he did to Craig Mack was disgusting. Now we're not going to go down the line into Mace and some of these other artists that he shucked out of their money and out of their contracts and all this kind of stupid stuff that Diddy has done. But I believe Cassie when it comes to that, ladies and gentlemen. I believe her 1,000%. Okay, that video surfaced in 2016, was confirmed. And the 2016 video in the hallway, she's confirming was a part of a freak off. So she was running away from one of those freak offs. That's what she was trying to get out of. Ventura admitted parts of the relationship and said that some of it was consensual aspects, and she emphasized the coercion aspect of it. And she said she was really controlled by Combs. That's what she said. Now, the prosecution and the defense have a lot of work to do. They've got to tear down a lot of these narratives. Yeah, he ran after her in the towel. He sure did. Oh, he most certainly did. He most certainly did. We saw that. The prosecution started the trial with corroborating witnesses and evidence before Ventura's testimony. Some witnesses include dancers, escorts, security guards, and staff. Okay. The trial has to have a balance in order to keep Ventura on the stand. Due to her pregnancy, they are really trying to get her in and get her out. So her testimony is very, very crucial to this whole case. Now, but here's where the hiccup comes. And I need you to lean in. And I'm gonna put Sean Diddy on the stage here. This is where the hiccup's gonna come. The prosecution must prove racketeering or RICO, which is very, 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 very challenging. It requires showing something called multiple predicate acts and enterprise. I told you I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. The predicate acts is where they're going to, okay, let's go ahead and ask Google, what is a predicate act? For those of you that don't know, I'm going to give you you's a be about to learn something tonight, because y'all know I love good information. Y'all know I do. A predicate act, listen to me carefully, is an illegal activity that serves as the foundation or the first crime in a chain of events leading to another crime. So in order to prove RICO, you have to prove multiple predicate acts. The definition of a predicate act means you have to prove an illegal activity that served as the foundational crime, and then you have to then pile onto that, showing additional crimes due to the foundational crime that you are mentioning. Now, listen to me very carefully, and I don't care if you don't like what I'm about to say. Freak offs is not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. All of this salacious stuff that we've heard thus far in the last couple of days is not a crime. Not a crime. They're going to have to prove a crime. Just because he was in a video and he abused that young lady in that video, now that should have been a crime, and somebody should have called the police, and she should have took out charges way back then. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're now in 2025, and we're discussing what's transpiring in this particular court case as it relates to RICO. That is also not a foundational crime, meaning that's not the foundational crime which led to other crimes. You would have to tie those crimes together. It is called predicate acts. If you cannot prove predicate acts, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a very difficult time proving a RICO case. Let me give you some legal challenges and why this is going to become very, very difficult for them to prove. I'm just giving you the information. And let me tell you something. For those of you that don't believe me, you should have went and watched the RICO trial down there in Fulton County, Georgia, because I learned a lot from Brian Steele and that trial down there. Trust me when I tell you, I learned a whole lot. The case is complex, and it's really complex because it involves charges including sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction, transportation, and transporting individuals for prostitution. Racketeering charges, ladies and gentlemen, are a beast to prove. You have to prove those cases. And abuse alone does not constitute racketeering. The length of their relationship of 10 years complicates the narrative. Y'all got to hear me. They were together for 10 years. That is going to complicate the narrative for the prosecutor. Because if you've been together for 10 years and you're saying that you were coerced and all of this stuff happened and you stayed for 10 years, you're going to have a very difficult time proving that. I'm just saying, you're going to have a whole lot of heck of a time proving that. Keep in mind, y'all, it's not about the emotionalism. It's about what you can prove and who shapes the best narrative in court. And when Brian Steele gets a hold of this, ladies and gentlemen, trust me, it's going to be some interesting things to talk about. Now, let me just tell you something. All of the so-called male victims in this case have not been prominently included in the case. So most of the men in the case have been excluded from the case. You know why most of the men have been excluded from this case? I'm sorry. I'm just delivering the information. I'm sorry to tell y'all this. They've been excluded because, first of all, it doesn't suit the emotionalism and the narrative. Oh, she's a woman. She was powerless and all of this other stuff. So they've excluded the men. And you know why they've excluded some of these dudes too? Because some of their stories is dumb as hell. I'm sorry to say it. The reason why Little Rod keeps running into all sorts of trouble is because Little Rod took his Little Rod to the freak offs, and he got mad that Little Diddy sent him on his little way. That's what I feel. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Little Rod got sent on his little way. Defense has acknowledged some acts of violence, but they deny the broader criminal enterprise or the allegations. So that's what they're saying. Now, if you want to know how much time can P Diddy get as it relates to this case, let's talk about that for a little bit, because me and Daryl have had a little bit of discussion about this. The racketeering conspiracy. Y'all need to understand something. The racketeering alone, just with racketeering, if he gets convicted of one count of racketeering, he goes to jail for the rest of his life. There is no getting out. You know what, Terrell, I got to go look at that when I get off. I'll report that to you guys tomorrow, because I'm going to tell you something. I heard that money, from what I understood, he didn't pay that money. When they put this lawsuit on him, he stopped that payment from what I understood. So no, she should, but I'm going to look it up to be perfectly sure of that, you all, because I'm not really sure. I'm going to be really honest. I'm not sure of that right now. One count of racketeering, ladies and gentlemen, he goes to jail for life. Okay. Now, if he gets convicted of sex trafficking, the minimum sentence for sex trafficking, ladies and gentlemen, is 15 years in prison. Now, I need y'all to understand that's the minimum. That's the minimum. Now, Moni, see, here's the thing. The racketeering law was put into place for gangsters and criminals. And y'all know who was the first person to use the racketeering law? And it was in your state, Moni, in New York. Rudy Giuliani. That was Rudy Giuliani over there with that RICO crap. That was Rudy Giuliani. And now RICO has spread across the world like a STD. I'm just saying. The RICO is like a STD. It done spread across the world. It's just spreading across the world. Like gonorrhea. Instead of gonorrhea, we got the RICO. This RICO stuff is spreading across America like gonorrhea. I swear it's just something else, man. So sex trafficking, minimum 15 years. Now, if he is convicted of transportation for prostitution, ladies and gentlemen, he gets a minimum of 10 years. I'm just giving you the information. Don't shoot the mailman, okay? If he gets a conviction on lesser charges like transportation, that's going to most certainly seem like a victory to the defense, because those are lesser charges, so they're probably not going to carry as much weight. I'm just going to tell you personally, the racketeering thing, I don't think he's going to be found guilty. That's my opinion. And I want y'all to come up here later and tell me why you feel like he is. I just disagree. I don't see that happening. With predicate acts, they have to prove predicate acts. There's no way. With this case so far, no. Moving right along. Ventura described some physical abuse alongside psychological abuse she said she suffered. She said that Sean had mood swings. He was always jealous of things. He was very violent towards her, very controlling. None of that is a crime. The relationship was not public initially. Ventura describes benefits such as career advancement. So she's talked about the fact that it was going to advance her career. This is why I say they're going to run into a whole lot of trouble with this racketeering stuff, because she did benefit from her relationship with him, and she stayed in that relationship for 10 years to benefit from that relationship. And it's going to be very, very difficult to prove racketeering. I'm just telling y'all, that's going to be hard. Now, there are questions about other individuals that are involved in the alleged criminal enterprise, such as assistants, security, and staff. And let me just tell y'all this. Cassie did mention some other individuals inside of her testimony today, which leads into them bringing some of these other witnesses. She purposely named names, y'all. She said the people's names, because at one particular point, the prosecutor asked her questions about certain things, and she started naming people's names. So they're going to probably end up bringing some of those people into court. They're going to have to, because she done named names. And so you have a right to address your accusers and the people that say all these sorts of things about you. So that's going to be something as well. So just so that you guys know. Now, 82% of people who have been polled so far about this case believe that she was a victim, despite involvement in the alleged criminal activity. So they think that Ventura, Cassie, was also involved in criminal activity, but 82% of the people who have been polled says that she is also a victim. So people are looking at her more or less as a victim as it relates to this. So the reason why I bring that up is you guys need to understand when it comes to the jury, and I went over with you guys the makeup of the jury earlier today, is 8 men, 4 women, right? When it 8 men, 4 women, and they have 6 alternate jurors. On the 6 alternates, there are 4 women and 2 men or something. I think I don't forgot, but y'all go back and look at it because I told you earlier. Don't make me pull up my notes. I can go back and get my notes. Now, this alleged relationship started with them around the age of 19 between him and her. Whether she can sue again after the initial lawsuit settlement, likely not, due for prior conduct. So she's not going to be able to sue after this lawsuit, because if anything is tied to this lawsuit and he goes to jail, they're saying due to her likely involvement with the other criminal activities, she will not be able to sue. I'm just saying that's where it's going. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you here. They also have some surveillance videos today that they showed in court. There's other videos that they showed, so they did show that as well. This whole case, ladies and gentlemen, revolves heavily around Cassie's testimony. So everything about what's going on right now is the crux of this case. So y'all need to understand that. So if y'all are waiting for some big hammer later to drop, just understand Cassie is the hammer. They started off with the hammer, okay? Just so y'all know. Now they got some other little nuances and some other little things that they're going to discuss, but Cassie is the big deal to this case. The prosecution's trying to prove the sex trafficking and the racketeering. That's the major part of that for them. So that's the hard part on their deal that they've got to try and improve and bring that out, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's where we are at. Have we met our budget for tonight? Because y'all asked me to show some pictures of my brother. The ladies want to see my stripper brother of fella, so y'all gotta excuse me. I normally don't even show these photos. I wouldn't normally show these photos, but they did ask. Did I thank everybody? Where are we at? We got 5 more of you guys. I'm looking for 5 more of you guys to support the channel. We're down. Let me see where we're at. Let me see. Did anybody else? Because y'all are switching between the apps, so I'm getting confused. Let me see. Did anybody else? St. James. St. James, thank you so very much, sir, for all of your support. I appreciate it. So now we just need 4 more of you guys in order for us to meet our budget. Thank y'all so very much. Just 4 more of y'all go ahead and do that. And look, you all, that is the gist of that. I'm going to go ahead and drop this link. So Daryl, if you're still there, I think, where is Daryl? The other Daryl, that wanted to come up to talk about John Gray. I'm going to give you some room and space to talk about John Gray as well. I want to thank Melanie, because while I'm doing that, somebody else is doing something over there. What happened? And Melanie, thank you so very much for your support. Now I just need 3 of y'all to support the channel, and we have met our budget for the day. All right, so let me do this. The link has been dropped, I believe. This link is for St. James. It's also for Daryl. So you guys hit the link if you want to come up and talk about any of this. And then I'm going to be showing you guys some photographs, and then we're going to get all the heck up out of here. All right, Gerald, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all support the channel. The link has been dropped. So if you want to come up, St. James, Daryl, I know you wanted to talk about Despicable Me, so I'm gonna give you space, and that is the P Diddy information, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all I'm gonna keep y'all updated, and if there's any other notes that I get from my sources, I will be telling you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on tomorrow, and so we will go into that on tomorrow. All right, so that's that. All right, you guys, I am waiting for you guys, and do I need to pin the link at the top so somebody can know that they can come up? So let me go over there so I can pin this link, because y'all forget y'all can actually come up. All right. Y'all can pin the link. I'm gonna pin the link for you. Let me go to my channel here. Let's go. Let's view the channel. We're gonna pin the link. Let's pin this link. Okay, the link has been pinned. Okay, St. James is out to dinner. Well, didn't Daryl ask me, said he wanted to come up here and talk about this? Okay, well, Daryl, I done gave you space and opportunity. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes and then I'm gonna get up out of here. But you guys, they got a lot to prove when it comes to racketeering, and I don't see that happening. Well, Ethel, all right, Daryl, if I dropped the link, it's pinned, so you can come on up. We'll talk about that. John Gray, even though I think John Gray is full of crap. But let's just go on. I'll drop it. The link has been dropped. It's pinned. So if you need me to drop it again, let me see. Is that the StreamYard link? There it is. So the link has been dropped, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're waiting, okay, Daryl's coming up. Let me make sure that's you, Daryl. I don't see nobody on the screen. Hold on before I bring you up. Hold on. I don't want no trouble. Hold on. Give me 1 second, sir. Daryl, is that you?
Yes, me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey,
All
what's
right.
going on, sir?
Nothing much, sir. A lot of stuff going on in the world today. You know that. It takes everything you got.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to holler at you real quick. See, if you heard, it sounded like you didn't, the big talk about John Gray and the Avengers on the Dear Future Wifey podcast.
I heard that mess. I don't, listen, I don't cover it. You know why I didn't cover it? First of all, it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Some things are just so stupid. They're just not even worth covering.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was stupid to me, but I'm gonna let you take it. You go, you talk about it.
That's what I was, because I listened to it for the first time and I went, wow, who are they fooling? That's the first thing, because it's just like, we all saw that you embarrassed that woman in front of everybody, and now you're coming in like, oh, she took care of me and she's nurturing the 12-year-old in me of my 50-year-old self. And I'm just like, bro, you're making yourself worse. First of all, I'm a whole man here. I don't need anybody comforting a 12-year-old me when I'm 35, 50 years old. That's called counseling. And I think for someone to even say it like you said, the thing about John Gray, he tried to mix words to like emotionalize his primitive behavior, if that makes any sense.
Right.
And it just comes across cheap. It makes his wife look it's not becoming of a minister. It's not becoming of a man. And you continue, excuse me, you continually are embarrassing this woman for your own self-grandizement. It's really gross when you think about it.
Daryl, the man said, and I remember what he said. He said God sent him a wife that was 2 sizes too big for him. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, it don't sound good for you to say that. First of all, because your wife is a larger woman. She's not a skinny lady.
Larger man.
But he's a larger man. But I'm just saying, you don't want people to be saying your wife is too large for you. She was 2 sizes too big for you when God gave her to you. I'm just saying, and so that first of all is problematic. Then he's always trying to over philosophize everything, and that's another reason why he annoys me. He always has these little sayings, these little things that people think that he says, and the people be like, oh, y'all think that stuff is so deep, and it'd be so dumb to me.
So it's stupid. It lacks clarity. It's all over the place, and he tries to act like he's philosophically sound, and he's not. And it's like, dude, know your lane.
Right.
It's nothing wrong with not. You don't have to be a theologian. Just know the word and
Right.
speak. That's all we ask. Like, and yeah, it was embarrassing. But everybody's been talking about the Dear Future Rocky podcast. It's like, dude, why would you have this man on your platform and just let him speak like this? Like everybody was been talking like, this is embarrassing. This is not nothing to be
But that
showcasing.
guy at the Dear Wifey podcast puts a lot of embarrassing people up on that platform and lets people say all kind of crazy stuff. So I'm not surprised. Let's talk about the woman that he had on there talking about
Oh, that was a
yeah,
mess.
she ironing her husband clothes while she knew he was going out to cheat. I mean, this stuff was so dumb and so stupid.
And then he's just posting it on his platform like it's like a positive thing. I'm like, this woman is participating in being abused. This is Stockholm syndrome,
Right.
basically.
That has gone viral. That has gone viral. And I don't talk about it because, and I'll be honest with you guys too, I'm starting, Daryl, to feel a certain type of way because nobody wants the worst day of their life to be highlighted to the world or saying something dumb and it to go around the whole wide world. Nobody, that ain't a good thing, right?
No.
So somewhat I feel somewhat saddened sometimes by some of that stuff. So some stuff I don't talk about. I didn't talk about this John Gray thing because I think John Gray is stupid. I'm just going to be totally honest with y'all. I think he's stupid. He really is dumb.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
His national platform has just dwindled. Like they were setting him up to be the next TD Jakes, and it's just
Never in God's green earth. Let me tell you why he's also dumb. He went to a church in South Carolina where a man had millions of dollars of debt. He signed up to take over the millions of dollars of debt. Then he signed up to pay this man while he's taking care of the debt, to give this man a retirement income while he's still trying to take on millions of dollars worth of debt. And then here comes COVID. The white guy decides that he don't care what comes. He still wants his retirement money. He still wants his check, and he wants all of that stuff. So he then takes John Gray's behind back to court. Listen to me. It was stupid of John Gray to take that deal from the beginning. Okay, that was dumb. It didn't make no sense, but it just showed you he just wanted to be, had this big old church. And then what happened to the church in Atlanta? Did they still start that church? Is that church running? Okay, exactly. I'm just saying.
Didn't change the name of the church. It was something else, and now it's Love Story Church, which is a joke right there. So it's embarrassing. The more that he talks, the more that he embarrasses himself, and it's just like you're trying to make yourself be like the it couple of faith, and it's like no, you're not. You guys need to go into therapy and counseling, and you magnifying your situation in front of the world to see it, and try to like masquerade as if you guys got it together. Like, oh, he soothed me and saved my soul, and I'm drinking out of it. I'm like, dude, you sound nasty right now. You and Mike Todd are two of the nastiest ministers I've ever seen in my life.
Well, speaking of Mike Todd, y'all know Mike Todd. Listen to me. And I really believe this. Mike Todd has picked up a lot of weight, you all. He had lost weight, and I see you back there, Gerald. I'm going to bring you up in a minute. Mike Todd has lost weight, you guys. I mean, he has gained his weight back. He was working out. He had lost a lot of weight. So he doesn't look like he used to look. And anybody who has lost weight and gained weight, y'all know that when you lose a lot of weight, if you don't keep working out and you don't keep doing the things that you need to do, normally you gain the weight that you lost plus some.
Absolutely.
And he done gained the plus some because he is really big. Y'all can't really tell through these big old clothes and these auntie clothes he wearing with these little jackets and things that he's got on. But he's wearing stuff to hide how his shape. He's wearing stuff so that you guys can't see exactly how he looks. That's all I'm saying on that.
I think, and going back to what you said, what's up, Gerald?
What's going on? How you doing, Daryl?
Good, bro.
Unfold your arms. Who you mad at? Unfold your arms.
This is the way I sit. I was sitting back listening to y'all.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Daryl. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Daryl. My apologies.
And Gerald, I want to get your thoughts on this too. I think this is the year of exposure, where God is going to expose those that are not his, who have been masquerading as prophets when they are not. And I think this will be the opportunity for true ministry to come into play. And it's not going to be in the church. It's going to be in the streets because people are crying out right now. You said it yourself, Marcel. Eggs is $18. Gas is through the roof.
Right.
People need counseling and they need real ministry. And the church right now, we're becoming wiggling brothers in Barnum and Bailey right now. It's like lions, tigers, and bears. And it's getting to a point people are fed up with the entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the word. Give me the word. Give me true worship. And if it's not it, I'm walking out. That's why you've seen all these mega churches. They're walking out in droves. I looked at the Potter's House when they announced Sarah Jakes Roberts. There was barely anybody in that same church.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
but the dynamic of church has most certainly changed, and people need to understand that, get with that, understand it, and deal with it. That it is what it is, and I'm just gonna tell you like that. And so it is. Gerald, go for it, Gerald.
All right, I'm gonna deal with John Gray first. John Gray to me is not a preacher. He's not a pastor. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Number one, when I first saw John Gray was making jokes and doing comedy relief.
Right, he was comedy.
My bad. So going from comedy relief with Joel, because I know him up under Joel Osteen. So going from Joel Osteen to this, and some people might like Joel Osteen, but me personally, Joel Osteen didn't teach nothing really about nothing either. So you're looking at a person that came from Joel Osteen who don't have no really sense. John Gray don't have no damn sense. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that I believe. I believe his wife runs that marriage. And if she was okay with being embarrassed, then what the hell we worried about it for?
You think she runs the marriage, Gerald?
Yes, I really do.
I don't think so. If she ran the marriage, you'll have black eyes everywhere.
Well, see, here's the thing. You talking about physical, but sometimes, and Marcel, you probably know this, there's a way that women can say things. Mm-hmm. They might not say it up front in front of everybody else, but if you go back and play all that stuff that was being, the way she looked and the way she worded things, let you know that she won't having it with John Gray. He's doing all this stuff that he's saying to make up and try to make it look good to us. However, that's in the public. I don't give a crap. I still think she runs that marriage just based off the way I saw their interaction back in the day. That's what I believe, personally.
Look, somebody agrees with you. Ethel agrees with you. And
John Gray, go ahead, my bad.
No, I was gonna say, and St. James says she loves the attention. So
John Gray is not a mature. John Gray is not a mature man. Let's look at this. John Gray said about that. He said it himself. When you start using things about childhood and based on you weren't taught this, well, hell, let me do it this way. I have an adopted dad, a stepdad. I call him my adopted dad, whatever. My biological dad wasn't in my life. I'm not going to use the mistakes that I did and say, well, it's because I didn't have a dad in my life. That's BS.
Yeah, some of it is BS, some of it is, but I do think having a father is important. But I will say this it is important. But I will say John Gray's always making some excuse for something. Oh, I'm this way because I'm wounded down inside, and I'm still cheating on my wife because I have all of these insecurities. Well, now I'm about to say something that's gonna make some of y'all real upset. It's like some of these vloggers who get on the internet. And all of a sudden, they go from all of this vulnerability and where they've been wounded and scarred and hurt. And all of a sudden now they experts in everything. They just an expert. I'm going to tell you how to fix you and fix all. Wait a minute. Wasn't you 2 weeks ago crying on the internet talking about you was being taken advantage of and all of this kind of stuff? And now all of a sudden you want to teach everybody else how to fix themselves. I just find that very, very interesting. Is it just me?
No, you're absolutely right. It's a lot of them on the internet hollering, well, this happened to me, this happened to me. But you just as nasty as the people that you're saying that did something to you.
Yes, absolutely.
If not worse. If not worse. There's a certain person, I ain't going to call his name, but there's a certain person that gets all in his feelings like a damn clown and sit there and say, well, everybody talks about me and da-da-da-da. Well, look what you do. You call people's kids bastards. You turn around and talk about people's parents. like, and now you all of a sudden you're gonna have this prophetic and pray. Give me a freaking break.
I'm in agreement. You're not gonna get no disagreement with me, but
No.
I think personally, I am watching so much stuff so closely now that I just cannot give these people space or nor room. That's just where I'm at, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to John Gray is too stupid for me to pay him any attention. That's just how I feel, and I don't pay even that guy over there with that My Wifey podcast bull jive. That's also. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. Daryl, is the guy to My Wifey podcast? Is he married?
No, he's not.
Okay, let's stop right there.
You got a podcast and you ain't even married.
Exactly.
Like, it says, what is this called, Marcellus?
Dear Future Wifey. That's the name of the podcast. Dear Future Wifey.
But he's putting the filler out there because most of us guys, we realize that if we say dear future wifey, all of the women who are longing to be a wifey are going to surround themselves with this podcast, love on this man. Oh, I can be the next woman in line. So he's setting up the stage because he knows that's going to get him a lot of dates. That's going to get him a lot of some other stuff too. I'm going to leave that alone because he's just putting it out there, right? It's the same way with Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp on Mother's Day was over there crying. And I didn't even talk about this. When he did his concert, he was over there crying, talking about his wife. Oh, she's gone and all this.
Well, close the doors and cry. Close the doors and cry.
Yeah. It's been 15 years, and then no.
Just close the doors and cry. That's all I got to say about him. Close the doors and cry.
Yeah, I agree. But he all out in public. He crying about his wife. I didn't even talk about that because y'all don't even know. Because I was like, I'm not bringing that up because that's just dumb. And he uses that, Gerald and Daryl, to get the emotions of women and to get women to fall into that little thing with him so he can get laid. I'm just being honest. That's what he does.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying.
But then that makes you almost as a predator.
That is predatory behavior. That's predatory.
Now, if you want to go there, Marcellus, he is no better than Dr. Scrotum Sniffer.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with that.
That is predatory behavior. So now I have a problem with you all together. You're a preacher practicing predatory behavior. You need to sit your butt down.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give you another one, Gerald. I get a lot of ladies who are friends with me who will text me sometime when Marvin Sapp, him and what's that other guy that got caught up with the salamander? What was Greg Davis? Greg Davis. He's another one. He loves to do this. He want to date all the women who are not in his age group, and he want to have kids. Because from what I hear, he had a baby not too long ago with some.
Like 70-some years old.
I'm just saying.
He's pushing.
Greg like 70.
Yeah, he's pushing 70. I literally saw Greg Davis this weekend in Detroit with his little cat daddy car walking around. I'm like, what's going on, mister? Oh, hey, how you doing, bro? Yeah, wow. I see you, dude. I see you.
Wow.
So,
but they love to get on the internet and whine about how lonely they are and all of this stuff. But my new word, I'm going to take that from Gerald. Gerald said, go cry, but close the doors. Close the doors. So every time I see Marvin, I'm going to go over there on his channel. I'm going to say, Marvin, if you want to cry online, don't do it online. Go close the doors and cry. That's what I'm going to say. Go close the doors and cry.
I mean, he made a song called Close the Door. So if you're going to cry, close the door.
Close the door. I agree with you there. All right, you guys.
I had a question for you, Marcellus.
Sure.
And it's kind of a slick question. Do you think that Dr. Scrotum Sniffer could get away with a case like this that P Diddy got?
No.
No. You know why I asked that question, right? Because technically, it's almost somewhat you hiding behind businesses. Okay.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, some people don't want these doors open up because when you open up these doors, all sorts of things fall out. And all sorts of people start showing up at the courtroom, like Gloria Allred and Tyrone Blackburn and all of these people that's showing up. I showed a video today on my earlier video. If you didn't see it, I showed you a video of Tyrone Blackburn on the outside of the courtroom. And I thought that was.
Don't he got a court case to go deal with? Don't he got a court case to go deal with?
Yeah, he got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and then I know the time's running out. Thank you for answering my question,
No
Marcellus. But
problem.
this whole Diddy thing and everything, it reminds me of what Sinbad said with the whole Cosby case was going on. And Sinbad said, if Bill Cosby is going down, everybody that was at NBC when he was the #1 show on NBC, they all need to go down.
Yeah.
That's the president. That's the talent coordinator. That's the producers. That means that everybody in that circle knew what Cosby was doing, and they didn't do anything about it. So the fact that he went to jail and he had to sully his reputation. Meanwhile, the presidents of NBC, they made almost. I read a report at its peak. The Cosby Show was bringing in $250,000 a year to NBC. No other TV show, that Seinfeld, Friends, American Idol ever had that type of investment.
And that was in the 80s.
And that was in the 80s.
Keep in mind that was in the 80s, and the money that was made in the 80s equivalent now, if it was 250 now, you talking that was probably 500 to $1 million that he was bringing in to them, the equivalent as far as the dollar amount back in the 80s. Now I'm gonna just say this: I saw some Playboy tapes of all of them in the conga line. Now. Don't judge me. We listen, but we do not judge. I've seen them in those conga lines. What's the man name? And Daryl Moore, wherever you are, Daryl Moore. What's the name, man, that did the movie Penitentiary 1 and Penitentiary 2? And his name, Leon Isaac. Ain't that his name? Are y'all too young to remember Penitentiary 1 and 2?
You got me
Okay, y'all too young. There's a movie called Penitentiary 1 and 2, and I think the man's name was Leon Isaac. He was married to a woman. He was over there at the Playboy Mansion. Everybody was at the Playboy Mansion. Listen to me. I'm a grown man. I love the Lord. Leon Kennedy Isaac, or Kennedy Isaac, somebody. Y'all know, the older people know in the chat who I'm talking about. Listen to me. I was so happy when I found out that Hugh Hefner and I like the same restaurant. We both love the same. His favorite restaurant is my favorite restaurant. I was like, oh my God, I have something in common with the Playboy guy. I felt some type of way about that. I was like, okay, it was good steaks too, by the way. It's a nice restaurant. You go up in there, trust me, you'll see all kinds of stuff up in that restaurant too. It was a really nice restaurant. But anyway, but I'm just saying, there's a lot of stuff out there, ladies and gentlemen, but it is what it is. I appreciate you guys for coming up. Give me your final thoughts, and then I got to show these ladies a photograph and then get on up out of here.
Well, I think if Diddy gets off, then R. Kelly needs to get off. And I don't agree with neither one of them. And here's why I'm saying that. Because if you really want to do it and play it by the case, Diddy did, according with Cassie, Diddy they have more proof on that than they did, to me, than they had on R. Kelly. But far as the business side of it, of what was going on, I think if they're gonna do that and play that game with P Diddy, then they need to let R. Kelly out too. I don't agree with neither one of them. I'm gonna say that clearly. I don't agree with neither one of them. But if you're gonna play that game, then you need to play that game all the way around the board. That's my aim, and I'm signing off.
Right. Okay, let me say this, and then I'm gonna sign off too. What makes R. Kelly and what's the boy in Atlanta that got the RICO case and got away with it?
You talking about Young Thug?
Young Thug. What makes this different? The federal government is involved. And as somebody that worked with the Department of Justice, the U.S. Attorney's Office has a 97% win record. So they're not taking anything to court unless they know off the bat that they're going to have at least a minimum 5 years in federal prison for a case. So either way, do I think he's going to be in jail a long time? No. Is he going to go to jail? Absolutely, because the federal government is involved. And they're probably going to get him for the racketeering. They're not going to get him for the whole sex traffic because it's too much hearsay involved in that. Even with the testimony with Cassie, there's no substantiated evidence. They're going after him for the guns and the racketeering and the misuse of business practices. That's where he's going to go to jail on.
Right.
Everything else is just, to your point, and to what Daryl said a few months a few weeks back. You can't throw that. You can't have that in court. There's not enough evidence to back him creating a sex enterprise around the country. Do I believe the other stuff? Do I believe he beat Cassie? Absolutely. Do I believe he has something to do with Kim Porter? Absolutely. The Kid Cudi thing? Yes, I believe all of that. But we're talking about the court. You cannot just put something in the court that is you don't have documented evidence.
Well, I think they have evidence, and it's going to be a circumstantial evidence, and it's going to most of the stuff that they've said so far regarding Cassie so far yesterday and today, none of that stuff is a crime. I'm sorry to make that announcement, but it's just the truth. And what they're going to have to show is predicate acts, and they're going to have to say what the foundational crime was, and then what the other crimes that led to those other crimes were. That's how you prove racketeering. I'm talking about the RICO stuff, because the RICO charge is the main thing that everybody keeps talking about. RICO. Well, he has predicate acts that have to be proven. If you don't prove those predicate acts, then guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There goes your RICO case. Your RICO case is gone. And RICO, the minimum is life. You got to understand. So this man he's in a quandary of a situation. That's all I'll say to that.
Yeah, so that's all I had, and I appreciate you letting me come on your platform as always.
I appreciate you coming up.
Absolutely. Tell St. James what up. We're gonna have a debate one day about choirs. I need to talk to him about Marvin Winans in my city, and then he got a fan. My pastor's sister loves you and St. James and choir stuff, so I gotta let him know that.
All right, so, I'm bringing up these pictures of my brother, so these ladies, I ain't got there yet, ladies. I'm gonna bring you up a couple of photos, so y'all. I'm gonna talk about my brother for a little bit.
All right, brother, I'm out of here.
All right, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our show. I promised the ladies that I would bring up some photographs, and so let me do this. First of all, this is my younger brother, Sean. I told you all my brother passed away in 2022. He was the baby of the group, and his birthday passed, and I wasn't able to speak about him, pay honor to him, but I wanted to do that. The last conversation that my brother and I had, I'm gonna bring up some additional photos, so hold y'all horses, and I'm gonna give y'all his name as well. The last conversation that I had with my brother was a business conversation. I was going to start working on helping him to put together a calendar and some other stuff for him to make more money in his line of work. Because even though I don't, that's his line of work. But I still want my brother to be successful and make money at it, and even more money. And he was making money. He was traveling and doing the work that he was doing. So he was very, very popular. And his name is Sean, just so that you guys understand that. He was his name and his, I guess you can call it stripper name, I guess y'all can call, was exclusive. It was XXX exclusive, but he spelled it a certain kind of way. And this is my younger brother. Okay. So this is my younger brother, Sean. So I'm just letting you guys know. And just for those of you that helped us to meet our goal tonight, I just wanted to leave you with some stuff that you can go home and go on about your business, because it was done for you. Praise his holy name. Y'all got y'all photographs off. But his name was exclusive, just so that you guys know that. All right. And so that was my brother's name there. And so that was my brother, Sean. So I'm paying homage and respect to Sean tonight. He was very, very popular. I'll just put it to you that way. Traveled all around the United States with those, what do you call those things? I don't even know what you call those. Stripper meetings, maybe? I don't know how you call those. Y'all know I'm so churchy. I don't know. What do you call those? What do you call those meetings? That's a good question. I don't even know the name of those. What do you call? Oh, y'all see, I have really drawn a blank. Clorinda, I tried to show y'all. I done showed y'all. I don't even know. My father had a lot of children, and I keep trying to tell everybody, my father has nurses, he has preachers, he has strippers. My father has I'll tell y'all a quick funny story. If you're not in my private chat, you don't know this, because I told this story to the people in my private chat before. Stripper parties, Patsy says. So they're stripper parties. Okay, stripper parties. So one day, in my last visit with my father, me and my brother Sean. So me and Sean, my father is on the porch. Kid you not, my dad's on the porch. So me and Sean is talking to my dad, and so we tell my dad, we just joking with him, going back and forth, and we say, "Dad, name all your kids." And my dad started trying to name all his kids. I mean, he going down the list. And me and Sean is looking at him. We just looking at him. And he got down to the end and he stopped. And we fell out laughing. When I tell you we were laughing so hard, you know why we were laughing? Because me and Sean were standing in front of him. He never said our name. He never said our name. And Sean and I were dying laughing when I tell you that was funny. But I do miss my brother. I kind of spent too long away from him and from my family, my sisters and brothers. And so just to pay homage to my brother tonight. And so I appreciate Sean. Rest in peace, Sean. I love my brother. And that's why I try to tell people, you never know. We all grew up in government housing, but God blessed us, all of us. And so I'm just grateful. I'm really grateful and humbled by the experiences of life that God has, blessed us with and that we have had. So there you, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen the photos for the ladies, and I gave you his name exclusive. So those of you that maybe might have seen him around the country, there you go, ladies. That is for you. Look at Clorinda. Clorinda's a mess. That is and he's the baby out of all of us. He's the baby. Yeah, he's the baby because it's me, Keisha, then Sean, and then all the rest of the kids that my daddy done it. I'm just saying, my daddy had a lot of children. And so I don't even know how many children my father had, but I'm gonna tell y'all the honest to God truth. My daddy had a lot of kids. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so very much for helping us meet our budget tonight. Shout out to all of you, the members. Shout out to all of you that support the Mad Church Disease channel. And Ethel says you call them male entertainers. All right. I used to joke with my brother because I was laughing with him the last time about having to go deal with these people in these darn meetings, because that whole business is a mess, and they kind of mistreat the dancers and the entertainers in that business because they don't really get a bigger piece of the pie. And so I was kind of going to help my brother out in some ways, kind of restructure some of the things he was doing and come out with his own calendar and all of this other stuff. And we were just getting started with the process of that. So I am very saddened, but I understand that God is good and great, and so I don't he lived a full life. He has a daughter, so he lived a full life, and I'm very grateful to God for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so very much for joining me for the Mad Church Disease channel on tonight. It has been my distinct pleasure with all of you guys on tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all make sure y'all show up on time. Set your clock, set in a reminder, because YouTube and all these people ain't sending out the stuff for you. But there it is for you. So God bless you guys, and I will definitely see you on the next. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. Please make sure that you hit the like button, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon, and make sure you press all notifications so that way you will never miss any of the exclusive content that comes on my channel. Make sure that you never miss a video. Now, I try to go live every day about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then I come back at night at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 10:30 Eastern Standard, with some more exclusive content. So if you want more Mad Church Disease show content, we'd love for you to become a member, a revolutionary member of our channel. Please make sure that you hit the join button that's right next to the subscribe button or somewhere around here so that you guys can receive access to special community posts. You guys get all of the access to my community only lives, because we've got some sip and chats that we're going to be doing, and you guys will get exclusive content. So just make sure that you head on over to the channel page, click on the join button, and make sure that you do that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you on my very next video.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.